Welcome to English Grammar class, dear students. So we will begin after this pledge. I commit to be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risk to myself and my colleagues from COVID-19, a promise to take all necessary precautions that prevent the spread of this deadly virus, a promise to follow and encourage others to follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors, to always wear a mask, face cover, especially when in public places, to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others, to wash my hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Together we will win this fight against COVID-19. Dear students, please open up your books at page number 244. We are going to start chapter number 36. The name of the chapter is Formal Letters. Formal letters are official letters. So formal letters are official letters dealing with subjects such as inquiry, ordering, transfer of money, reference, request, booking, complaint, loss and apology. So you write formal letters when you want to have an inquiry of something, you're making an order, transferring the money, giving a reference, requesting something, making a request, booking something, complaining about something, about some kind of loss or apology. They are formal in nature. Nothing in such letters should sound personal or intimate. What matters is setting out your letter correctly, keeping to the point and maintaining necessary formal tone. So your letter must be correct, to the point and in formal tone. Now layout of formal letters. The sender's address and the date. The sender's address and the date are written in the same way as in a personal letter. Second, the name and address of the addressee. Now addressee is the receiver. The name and address of the addressee or the receiver are written after the date. It is a business practice not to indent the name and address of the addressee. Salutation. Below this comes the salutation. So after the address and name of addressee, you write the salutation. A comma after the salutation is mandatory. The salutation varies according to the persons addressed. It may be dear sir, comma, dear madam, comma, dear sirs, comma, according to the man and woman or the business firm addressed. Business heading. The subject of the letter is indicated by a business heading which is written in the middle of the writing space between the salutation and the first paragraph. So before writing the first paragraph, you will write a business heading in which the subject of the letter will be written. The purpose of the business heading is to make subsequent filing of the letter easier. The opening sentence. An immediate reference is made in the opening sentence of your letter to a previous communication, if any. So if you are having a previous communication, you will write that in the opening sentence. The first sentence may also refer to the subject matter of the letter. So you can also start with the subject matter. Here are few examples of effective opening sentences. The first example is, this has reference to your letter dated 10th of May 1997. Or you may start the letter like, thank you for your letter of 28th February 1998. Third example is, I wish to apply for the position of dash advertised in the Times of India. Fourth example is, I should like to inquire and then your inquiry. I wish to complain about and then your complaint. So these are 5 ways to start your letter. These are the opening sentences. Now, body of the letter. Divide this part of the letter into paragraphs, maintain official tone and write to the point. Now, concluding sentence. The concluding sentence varies according to the topic of the letter. We shall be expecting some positive response from your department. Or you can write, I should be grateful if any application would be favorably considered. Or, I am anxiously awaiting a favorable reply. Or, I hope that my complaints would be looked into on a priority basis. So these are examples of the concluding sentences. Now, subscription. The most common form of subscription is yours faithfully, followed by a comma. So you will be mostly using this subscription in your letter, yours faithfully, and then you will put a comma. Now the signature. Use your full signature in formal letters, that is your name and surname. So you must also write your name and surname in the formal letters. You may use initials instead of the first name. If your signature is not legible, you may write within brackets your full name just below your full signature. So with your signature, you may also write your name in the brackets. Okay. Salutation and subscription. Now we will read some salutations and subscriptions. Letter being sent to a person in an official capacity or one who is not known to you. Then the salutation will be Dear Sir, Dear Madam, and subscription will be Yours faithfully. Now letter being sent to the press, that is the editor of a newspaper. Then the salutation will be Sir, comma, and subscription will be Yours faithfully, Yours truly. Now, if the letter being sent to a company or a partnership firm, then the salutation will be Dear Sirs, because they are a company and a partnership firm. So, there will be Sirs. And subscription will be Yours faithfully. Now, this is the format of a formal letter. You may follow the format A or B. The format B is in box type format, and we will avoid this for now. We will just follow this traditional format. So the traditional format is as follows. First of all, you will write the address of the letter writer. So who is the letter writer? You are the letter writer. So your address will be written in the first place. 54 Market Lane, comma, Lucknow, 221009, comma, Uttar Pradesh, and full stop. So your address. After this, you will write the date. After writing the date, we will write the receiver's address or addressee's address. M. Watson and Co. Comma 54 MGM Road, comma, Calcutta 700012, full stop. And because this is a company, so the salutation will be Dear Sirs. After salutation, we will write the business heading. Business heading contains the subject of the letter. After the heading, you will start with the body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and body paragraph 3, and we call it contents. After writing the contents, we will end the letter with subscription. So the subscription here is thanking you, yours sincerely. Sincerely, and then you will write the name and your signature, Deepak. So that's all, and make sure that you have written this traditional format in your fair notebooks. All the very best.